Worshippers in various centers exude radiance, celebrating the resurrection of Jesus Christ within the Port Harcourt metropolis. We ventured to explore if this jubilation extends to low-income families. We encountered the Pepple family returning from church and asked to share their Easter afternoon with us. Mr. and Mrs. Jonathan Pepple graciously accepted.
Oh, house service. We'd like to go with you to see how your Easter is, how you're celebrating today.
Thank you. Let's advance. Let's go.
Residing in the Alikaya area of Port Harcourt, we head to their abode. Upon arrival at their home, it was apparent that the day hadn't unfolded as expected. Mrs. Peace Peppo explained they hadn't prepared a meal. Hastily decides to whip up something simple for her children.
It's not been easy for especially family people right now, like myself. For this Easter Sunday, we have not cooked anything. We are just coming back from church. So the money I was expecting for my family to use to celebrate Easter, the money came in while I was in church. So my wife will soon go out for the market to buy things for my children so that they will use to celebrate the Easter the way it's supposed to be.
Mrs. Pepple, determined to provide for her family, heads to the market, where the reality of inflated food prices becomes palpable.
Before we can buy this with 1,000 naira, it's not, it won't go up to 1,000. But now, this is going to 3,000 plus.
Despite the challenges, Mrs. Pepple maintains a cheery look, determined not to let the country's situation dampen her Easter spirit.
Things are really, really expensive. These are the things before you can buy something that can fill a sack bag for 1,000 naira, but look at something of 8,000 naira. It's not even half of this bag. So please, government, help us.
Their sentiment resonates with many, including Mr. Peppo, who echoes the widespread belief that the government could do more to alleviate economic hardships.
And to have everything it takes to make this country great, to have the manpower, we have the money. The money is there just to think about the people or to think of the people. That's the only thing I would tell the government. They should have the people in mind. Everything is solved.
For the family of Mr. and Mrs. Jonathan Pepple, it is not such a rosy Easter celebration. Sadly, this might be the case of lots of Christians marking the Easter celebration in Nigeria today. Mrs. Jonathan had one plea. It is for the government to come to their aid. The government seems to be doing their best, but looks like their best isn't yet good enough to solve the problem of high cost of living. From Port Harcourt, the River State capital, Deborah Balama, Channels Television News.